Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is Friday, February 1st, 2013. The first month of January is in the books. It was a positive month of January for the stock markets. Right now, we are looking at the ES futures, S&P 500 E-mini futures, trading higher by 6 points to 14.99 and a quarter. So markets are higher before the very important Labor Department job report, the non-farm payroll report, which will be released in about 10 minutes at 8:30 a.m. Most economists out there are expecting 168,000 jobs to be created by the U.S. labor force. We'll see if that is the case. I guess the unemployment rate is expected to remain the same at 7.8%. So we'll have to watch that closely. We'll see the reaction. We don't even care about the numbers, what they are. We only care about how the stock market reacts. And sometimes a bad number could be good for the market. Sometimes a good number could be good for the market. And these days, any number seems to be good for the market. If the market doesn't care what the numbers are these days, they shrug everything off. There's a few other things going on around the world. Last night, you did have the Shanghai index trading higher. Looks like China had some positive economic data. That index was up 1.4%. So if the U.S. markets are strong today, traders want to watch the Chinese ADRs. They will be probably pretty strong as well. The other thing you want to think about today is there are problems brewing in Europe once again. It looks like the fourth largest bank in the Netherlands, SNS Real, was nationalized after a run on the bank, basically. So it looks like that I believe the Netherlands will have to inject, I think, $5 billion into that bank. So that's pretty important, because if the problems start to brew up in Europe again, that could be telling us there are bigger problems on the horizon. This morning, overall, you do have the European market still okay. You do have Italy down about 0.4%, and Spain is down over 2%. So that's where the big headaches are going to lie. But if stable countries like the Netherlands are starting to have problems, that could just tell you what's about to come, whether it's now or a year from now. So again, don't lose touch of the fact that Europe still has big problems on the horizon, despite all the money printing that is going on there. A couple of other things to look at this morning. You will have the jobless claims data, and then you will have, I believe, more economic data out at 10 o'clock, U.S. ISM manufacturing. Also construction spending. So you do have some early market movers that could cause some market volatility. As a day trader, we like to see that. That's always best. I'm just looking here at a few other things on my wire, and I don't think there's really anything else that is all that important. Let's take a look at gold and oil this morning. You do have gold trading higher by $4 to $1,666 an ounce. Let's take a look at the GLD, which was weak yesterday. That's sitting really right at 161 at this morning, just down about 20 cents from yesterday's close. So not that all that much movement in the GLD, but spot gold is higher by $4. I ultimately think spot gold has a little bit lower to go, but hey, you never know. Looking at light sweet crude today, that is trading down by 22 cents to $97.27 a barrel. You got to wonder when high oil and high gasoline are going to start to cause the consumer to weaken their spending habits and ultimately cause some problems in the market. Right now, you do have the USO, which is a good proxy for oil, trading a little bit lower. Yesterday, USO closed at $35.28. Today, it's trading at $35.19. So a little bit lower there for USO, and that's reflective of the crude price this morning. The U.S. dollar index is trading down again by 13 cents to $79.09. It is off the lows, however, but nonetheless, weaker dollar usually will help to inflate higher oil prices and usually gold prices, but these days, gold seems to be trading in its own world. Let's take a look at some stocks in the news today. We have a host of them. We're going to start off with Merck, the big drug maker. Stock is selling off a little bit. It closed at 43 and a quarter. Right now, trading at 42.21. It's not a big sell-off by any means. I don't have a great level for this one, but what I will say is the stock can probably be bought at around $40.25 to $40. So there's going to be still a very, very solid support level if Merck does get down to that level. That's the only spot I'm seeing that looks really attractive to me at this moment. 40.25, maybe $40, but traders can pick it up for a scalp play around that level. That should be very solid support. Let's take a look at Mckesson. MCK is the ticker symbol. This one closed at 105.23 yesterday. Today it's trading around 102. I don't see a lot here. I think traders should be on guard that this can ultimately trade down towards the 97.50, 97, 97.50, 97.25. I like that level. The stock may also find very good support, potentially around $100 if you're real aggressive, and also $98.75. So those are two premature levels if you're aggressive, if you're an aggressive trader for scalping. But I like that 97.50 level as your best bet. Let's take a look at Exxonmobil, everybody's favorite energy company, the world's largest stock by market cap, recapturing the market cap king by over Apple just over the past couple weeks. Again, Exxon is trading up a little bit. The stock closed at $90 yesterday. It's trading at $90.62. There's not a lot I would do here with this one at the moment. I'm not saying it can't trade back up towards the $92 level. It could, but if it trades back down, I like Exxon a lot around the $87.40 level. So keep that on your radar, $87.40 for ExxonMobil if it gets there. If it goes up, I don't think it goes up all that much, but I don't even have a great level here. $92.50 would be resistance, and then $95. But I'm just not seeing a lot of upside in the stock at the moment. Let's take a look at Mattel. Everybody knows the toy and game maker. This stock closed yesterday at $37.63. Today it's trading at $36.80. It was down to $36. I like that 36 level still. Another level I like for Mattel, if it does get down, it would be $34.56. I doubt that happens, but hey, you never know. And if it really breaks below there, you're going to watch $33.27 and $32.48. So those are all your levels on Mattel. Another one I was looking at this morning is Netsuite. This one is not a light volume name. Very, very thin volume, so it can overshoot. Right now the stock is trading at $75.28. It has upside potentially to around $77, maybe the $78 level. There's where it should stall out, but I would not be shorting this one because the volume is too light. Light volume stocks have a tendency to overshoot to the upside, but that would be the resistance level. I would not fade this one just because of the light volume nature that it has. Let's take a look at Navios. This is Navios Maritime. This one closed at $14.82. Today it's trading at $13.89, so that one's down just about $1 at the moment. There's not a lot you could do with this one until it gets down to around the $12.25, $12.30 level. That's where traders could look for a bounce. Preferably you want to see all these bounces or these levels tagged in the morning time, because once you get past the first couple of hours, the volume will get very, very light, especially on a Friday. So I think you have to be a little bit aware of that the light volume nature of the market will kick in generally around the lunchtime hour, and on a Monday and Fridays, especially Fridays, it gets very, very light, and the market does have a slight upside bias in the afternoon session. Today I'm not seeing anything else that is standing out to me that looks all that terrific for a trade. There are some other movers out there, but the volume trends are just so light, they're almost pathetic, that I just can't give them out with good conscience. Alright, let's take a look here at the ES futures, because we will have the all-important job number released in about 30 seconds to a minute. So let's sit tight here and see what this reaction is from the market. Right now the futures are trading higher by 6.5 points to 1499.75. So they're teeter-tottering right along or right below that 1500 level. The Nasdaq is making a nice little move today. Nasdaq futures are up $14 at the moment. You can see that. So nice little pop for the Nasdaq futures. But again, we're up into the job report. We'll see what happens when the report is released. Here's the job number. It's about to be released any moment, so we'll see the reaction in the market. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to say, but we just want to see the reaction in the market. Spiders right now are just flipping up and down. I think this is more jockeying for position than anything else. Here's the report. 157,000. Non-farm payrolls up 157,000. So that's just a little bit lower than what expectations were, but overall somewhat in line. Expectations were for 168,000. Again, it's slow and steady. It's turtle style. But who cares about the number? We only care about the reaction. Right now, the market is reacting positive. I don't know if this will hold, though. So let's see how that plays out once the opening bell rings. But right now, markets are still standing right around that 1,500 level. Like I said earlier, bad news is good news, and any good news is great news for the markets. They seem to shrug off everything and look at everything in a positive light at the moment. So futures back above the 1,500 level. We'll see if they can remain like that later on. So watch the charts. I will see everybody tomorrow. Those of you that are not with us in the chat room or the research center, again, I will see you on Monday on the charts. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.